Cleanliness and purification is an essential part of the Islamic life. And in this episode, we'll be talking about 10 surprising health practices in Islam. Hey guys, my name is Leroy Kenton and welcome back to another episode. Now, I've seen a lot of comments about cleanliness in Islam and it being able to prevent viruses and diseases from spreading and infecting people. So I decided to look into it and bring you guys a new video. So yeah, let's take a look. We have number 10 first. At birth, there are some practices there. When a child is born, Islam encourages Muslims to maintain a high level of cleanliness and purity concerning him or her, as this has a great impact on the mind and the soul of that child. Now, if parents neglect this duty, they should answer before God for the consequences. Similarly, circumcision of the male child, preferably on the 7th day, is a mandatory Islamic custom. Now, that is because it prevents the child against possible infections. Number 9, we have ablutions, which are Wudu and Ghusl. So ablutions, Wudu, and Ghusl are considered as very crucial parts for prayer or salat in Islam. In fact, under normal circumstances, a Muslim cannot offer prayers with an unclean body, clothes, or having a dirty place. Muslims are also encouraged to clean with pure water and keep it safe from any other forms of impurities. There's also some practices when it comes to personal hygiene. Of course, cleanliness of the intimate parts of the body with water or other cleansing materials after using the bathroom are parts of Islamic customs. Similarly, Muslims are encouraged to clip their nails regularly as well as shave their hair and their armpits and other hair on different parts of their body, just to be as hygienically clean as possible. There's also some practices when it comes to oral hygiene. So Muslims are encouraged to trim their mustaches in order to make it easier for you to eat food. It's not getting caught up in your hair or anything like that. So definitely you're encouraged to keep your mouth clean, have a good physical appearance, as well as use fragrances. Even Muslims look at the statement of the Prophet Muhammad that says, "Gabriel continuously ordered me to clean my teeth until I thought it would be made compulsory." Now let's look at food hygiene in Islam. So in the Quran, as well as the narrations or the hadith, there's a lot of emphasis that's been put on cleanliness and purity of foods and drink. So there's a lot of importance attached to this because it has to do with the well-being of your body as well as the soul. And Islam encourages the entire human race, not just Muslims actually, to consume hygienically and consume pure and lawful foods. So pretty much eat as healthy as possible. And it also forbids the consumption of certain foods like certain animals like dogs and pigs and the use of intoxicants. Alright guys, so if you made it this far in this episode, be sure to leave a like on this video. And if this is your first time here at FTD Facts, hit that subscribe button or ring that bell to be notified of our daily episodes. We bring you videos like this every single day, so come back tomorrow, the day after, to learn something new. So with that said, let's get into the last 5 practices in this episode. At number 5, we have exercising and maintaining health. Although there's no verse in the Quran specific when it comes to exercise recommendations, but Muslims take a look at the Prophet Muhammad's life for recommendations. So he advised all Muslims to teach their children how to swim, teach them to do archery, ride on horseback, and he himself used to walk at a very fast pace and even race with his wife. Also, he used to work with his hands, whether at home or when he was out with his companions collecting firewood, all sorts of things. So he was physically active, and Muslims look at that as an example to stay physically active as well. Now, we talked about this briefly, but alcohol consumption is forbidden in Islam. This is probably the most popular dietary restriction. According to the health website webmd.com, not only does alcohol cause cirrhosis of the liver as well as reduce concentration, but it can also contribute to conditions like cancer as well as cardiovascular disease and even Alzheimer's. Now, the practice at number 3 is moderation in your diet. So inside of Islam, they emphasize moderation. So not too much, not too little in every aspect of life. Now, the second half of verse 31 of Surah Al-Araf states, "Eat and drink, but be not excessive. Indeed, he likes not those who commit excess." Now, there's a hadith that advises Muslims to leave 1/3 of the belly with food, another third with drink, and leave another third empty for easy breathing. And of course, when it comes to diet, science has shown us that eating too much can actually contribute to weight gain and obesity, as well as many other health concerns that come from that. Similarly, eating too little can result in your body not receiving the nutrients that it needs, which also has its own slew of medical conditions. The practice number 2 is eating black seeds. So Islamic teachings actually insist that black seeds should be a part of your daily diet. Abu Hurairah states, "I have heard from the Prophet that there is cure for every disease in black seeds except death." In seed or powder form, kalanji, which is known as fennel flour, can reduce obesity as well as help digestion, treat several digestive disorders, reduce blood pressure, treat congestion, and the kalanji oil has proven to be effective when it comes to reducing joint pain as well as inflammation. And finally, this last practice, eating slow. This is a big one. Like, I struggle with this too because food is just so good. But Islamic teachings encourages followers to eat slowly and chew properly before swallowing, because it takes your brain some time to register that your stomach is full. So eating slowly actually ensures that you have not eaten too much before your brain actually receives the signals. Another benefit is that eating slowly and mindfully helps you eat less, and it also enhances the pleasure of eating. So if you love food, eat it slow. Savor every bite. Okay guys, so those were 10 surprising health practices in Islam. So let me know down below, what other health practices do you know of? Join in on the conversation. I always like talking about health and diet and eating stuff. I just love learning. All right guys, so before you head out, I'm gonna have a recommended episode coming up at the end screen, so definitely check it out. I'm gonna get out of here so you can watch that and learn something new. My name is Leroy Kenton. I'll see you guys next time.